Hey guys, this is ALTX, and today I'm going to be bringing you round 7 of my NR2003 2019 season here from New Hampshire. Get right into the starting lineup, and then we'll talk points and stuff. In the back, Tanner Berryhill and Chad Fincham, Jeffrey Earnhardt, Corey LaJoy, Joe Nemechek, Landon Castle, Justin Haley, Austin Dillon, Ty Dillon, Matt Tift, Matt DiBenedetto, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Reed, David Reagan, Michael McDowell, Ryan Newman, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Preece, Chris Buescher, Paul Menard, Alex Bowman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Daniel Hemrick, Clint Boyer, Kyle Larson and Jimmy Johnson, Kurt Busch and Eric Jones, Penske duo Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano, Stuart Haas duo Eric Almirola and Kevin Harvick, and on the outside pole is Martin Truex Jr., and on pole for today's race is the 18 car of Kyle Busch. So, talking points, I've got I'll get over a minute. Alright, talking points, literally, Alex Bowman with another strong run last week, finishing second following up his victory in Dover. He extends his points lead slightly over Jimmy Johnson. I believe Johnson notched a top 5. Not sure if it was third or fourth, but the 48 car was able to pull off a top 5. So Bowman extends his lead over Johnson by just a few points, which is significant because we're not doing win and you're in. We are doing playoff points though. Denny Hamlin there, just shortly behind Johnson, and it's pretty tight from there all the way down to the 19 of Truex. And then there's another gap, and then it's pretty tight all the way down to Keselowski, and there's another gap. So it's in sections, you know. On the cusp of the playoffs right now is Chase Elliott, in need of a good run. Behind him, Kurt Busch, Daniel Hemrick, who we see Hemrick starting a little bit towards the front, Chris Buescher, and Austin Dillon as your top 20 in points. Those guys are on the outside looking in. See Kyle Busch over here. He's not, not doing so well. Never mind. He's starting to come back. He's got 3 top 10s. He's been running solid. Currently 10th in points, and he has 2 poles. As you can see here, he has picked up his first pole. I'm sorry. He has picked up his 3rd pole. So on round 7, Kyle Busch has won 3 of the 7 pole awards, and now I will be quiet for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
The engines fire up. Pace car will roll off. In tow will be Kyle Busch, his teammate Martin Truex Jr., and the rest of the field. Short one today from New Hampshire, 45 laps long. Video itself shouldn't be, I don't predict it to be more than 25 minutes unless, we have a good amount of cautions. So, story with Kyle Busch this season. 10th in points isn't bad, but it's not where we expect the 18. Oftentimes, Kyle Busch is running at the front of the field. He starts up there a lot, certainly. But one way or another, they just get pretty much screwed out of it, and they don't end up finishing where they run. So it's just it's a matter of luck. When are they finally going to get their break? Could New Hampshire today be the day? Kevin Harvick got his last week. Harvick had a miserable season up until last week, and he got that victory, and that catapulted him 8 spots in points. But today, Kyle Busch starting on pole. Kyle Busch will be looking for the same fortune as the field rounds out of turns 4. Pace car pulls off. It'll be Busch leading us to the line, and we are away from Loudon. Huge wreck already, huge wreck. Saw the Ryan Reed in the wall. Chris Buescher got in the wall. Somebody went down the track. Look out, Castle's coming back up. Oh, Berryhill sliding. He saves it from backing it into the wall. It was Austin Dillon flying down the racetrack. There was a 4 wide development. Chris Buescher looked like he bounced off the wall, and it was 3 wide under him. And that is a very early caution. A lot of the back part of the field got caught up in that one. I'll have to go back and take a look at the replay early on here. So the wreck starts all the way back here. Menard gets up into Buescher. Contact there. Buescher slides up into the wall, and there's 3 wide, and they can't do anything about that. Reed makes contact. Dillon gets turned off of Castle. Dillon all the way back there. Reed gets hit by the 32, and that's about the extent of the damage caught up in this one. Then Double Zero flies back up on track, and Berryhill does an amazing job of keeping his foot in it, or rather locking it up, I guess, and keeping it off the wall. From the perspective of Austin Dillon, just got that guy on his inside. He tries to avoid it and then gets hooked. Fortunately, he hit back end first, so he will be able to continue the race, but not without a loss of pace. Ooh, Ryan. Ryan Reed, an extremely unfortunate beginning to his race. He's caught 3 wide here, and he just caught in the middle of it. You see Busher coming, and at that point, he's already out of it. He gets hit there, spins back around, and here comes LaJoy there, runs right into him. Unfortunate for him. We'll get back going and bring you to the restart right now. Back live at New Hampshire, ready for the restart. Kyle Busch was able to keep the lead at the start. He and Kevin Harvick at the front, the 2 drivers with the worst fortune all season. So far, so good. 5 laps into this 45-lap event. We'll be bringing us to lap 6. The lights are off on the pace car there. And here we go. We'll try this thing again. Maybe single file will get a better green flag run. Flag is waving. Kevin Harvick got a great restart. He's already on the back of Kyle Busch, applying pressure. Beautiful camera angle. Harvick all over the back of Kyle Busch, hounding him for the lead. You see Logano moving under Truex there. Busch goes a little bit wide. See if anybody hits the wall here. We're going to get away clean, almost contact there. Harvick to the inside of Busch, and he will uproot Busch and take the lead. Harvick looking for a second win in a row, possibly. He takes the lead from Kyle Busch as the field all comes filing out of turn 2. I highly doubt Kyle Busch will go down without a fight. That team is hungry for a win. They've had a lot of speed all season long, and they've had nothing to come out of it. I'm sure a win today would be very encouraging, but right now it's Harvick with the lead, in control. Seems to be inching away from Busch little by little. If you look a little bit further back to the field, Martin Truex Jr. was able to successfully defend off Joey Logano. They have a little ongoing battle here between the 10, the 20, and the 48, getting to each other's insides. Right here. Seems to have worked itself out a little bit. Almirola running right outside the top. Actually, no, he just took the top 5 spot from Eric Jones. It just didn't update. There it is. Jones and Johnson, solid runs. Both contenders near the top of the standings, 6th and 7th. And we have the 1 car of Kurt Busch, who's on the outside looking in by just a little bit, running a good top 10. Here's Ryan Blaney trying to recover from a recent slide in points. He had an excellent first 3 weeks, and after that it was all downhill. A little bit further back, we have Daniel Suarez, and inside of him is William Byron. Byron has been on a way different pace than the rest of his teammates as of late. He was also up there in points. A lot of sour fortune came his way. Hamlin currently 3rd in points. The way it looks right now, Jimmy Johnson could take over the points lead as he's running in the 7th position. Hamlin's back here in 14th, and Alex Bowman. A lot of dicey racing happening right here. Alex Bowman's back here in the 18th position, not having the day that they wanted. So I don't know if the points cushion is quite enough for him to keep it, but it'll definitely tighten up between the 48 and the 88 after this race. Uncharacteristically strong runs so far for both of those teams in this season. The way the driver overalls worked out and the team overalls, I expected them to be decent, but I guess in simulation anything can happen. It really surprises me that they came on that strong. Speaking of coming on strong, Eric Almirola just completed the pass on Joey Logano. But he's going to fight back. Logano's going to fight back, that is, but Eric will get a little bit of a run off the corner. I don't think he'll clear him just yet. I'm going to see how good that inside works, or that outside works in 3 and 4. Logano's forced to let up there. I think Almirola is going to have to run off. No! Logano had a better run off from running the inside, so this might be an ongoing thing here between the 22 and the 10. Great racing here. Look at the 48 peek his way in there, too. Logano looks like he's going to move. He's going to cut off the 10 car and take the spot. And now Eric Almirola has a window net full of Jimmy Johnson. And if this goes the way I thought it would, yep, Johnson clears Almirola. Oh, not quite. Almirola fights back. Eric doing all he can to hang on the outside. But we saw earlier that it just doesn't work. Logano was able to go around him. Making sure the gap to the lead hasn't changed. Harvick and Busch are absolutely running away with it. 48 will clear Almirola, and it doesn't look like there's any other pressure for the 10 car from behind. Ooh, gets to the back of the 48. He's not done yet with Johnson. He goes back to the inside. Great racing here right outside the top 5. And even behind them as I speak, Clint Bowyer and Kurt Busch are duking it out. So excellent racing here between some guys at the top of the standings looking to claim their stakes some more in the championship hunt. Amongst all this, though, they have fallen over 2 seconds behind the leader, Kevin Harvick, in second place car Kyle Busch. Looks like nothing's dissipated. Bowyer was able to muscle his way by the one of Kurt Busch. We have Eric Jones here on the inside of Johnson. I think Bowyer might be looking for more. Kurt Busch sliding back even more. He's got Daniel Suarez on his inside. Looking at the position, yes, this is a positionary battle for 9th. Kurt Busch way hung up high. Doesn't look like that's working out for him too well. As Suarez is able to clear him on entrance, he's able to hold on for now. He gets a great run off the corner, though. He's going to dive back to his inside. Could sit here and talk all day about the racing going on back here. Biggest story to me now is Kevin Harvick really driving away with this thing. His lap times have been insane. He's pulling away from Kyle Busch just a little bit every lap. And even then, behind Kyle Busch, Truex, it's a significant gap. And behind Truex, it's over a second and a half. So looking at the lap times, Truex 26.1, Logano 26.1, identical laps. And then Kyle Busch at 26 flat, and Harvick on a whole nother world. 10th quicker than Kyle Busch, 2/10 quicker than Truex. I mean, Kevin Harvick is a man on a mission. They are looking to get things turned around. And another victory here could prove him to be a serious threat for the championship, as he's really starting to make his way up through points. And 2 wins in a row is just such a huge statement, as he's consistently running better lap times than the rest of the field, really. Bowyer was able to get by the 48 in that whole pack of cars. He's broken away. Oh, caution is out. Who is it? It's the 3 of Austin Dillon. It appears he has spun again, or blown an engine, or I think spun again. He's got front end damage he didn't have before, and Austin Dillon's terrible day is going to come to an end. Has the caution come out, though? I think it has. Has it not? Apparently there is no caution for Austin Dillon. We'll have to go back and look at it. But for the time being, Kevin Harvick, oh my goodness, he is really 26.1, almost a 10 quicker than Kyle Busch again. Harvick is flying right now. Almirola and the 22 look to be about to battle. There's Bowyer. Hamlin and Busch fighting for that last top 10 spot. Hamlin will get by Kurt Busch. There's Ryan Blaney peering in 12th. Alex Bowman looks to be making up a little bit of ground up to P16. Solid day here for the 34 and the 40. So, whoa! Larson flies for the inside wall. He's going to come back up. This is not good. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Oh, he takes Keselowski and Byron with him. Huge wreck. And there could be more. That'll be it. An incredible impact. Keselowski somehow gets away with not a whole lot of damage, but Fincham there has damage. Probably not the same thing, but the 24 and the 42 absolutely demolished, and Kyle Larson's season of terror continues. All I know is we went back there, and I saw Larson flying down towards the inside, and I knew that was it, because we saw with Castle earlier at lower speeds what happened. Larson was halfway down the backstretch, and he went down there, and once it's down there, you just hoping you can hold on and not slide back up, and Larson came right back up into the field, and oh my goodness, insane impacts for both of those drivers. I'm going to go take a look at the replay now. I'll be honest, I suspect throttle hangage. Right here, it looks like he gets tight in the corner. He slides up. Keselowski gets a good run off. They just make contact there, and it sends Larson all the way to the grass. He slides, and the speed, he just accelerates. Right here, he mashes the gas, and it's just too late. Absolutely cleans out the 24 and the 2. That is the end of their day. The hanging of the throttle is not often, but this is a... Just look, he's at 137, and he speeds all the way up to 154 before he mashes the brakes, and insane impacts. Driver's side right into the wall. That's huge for him. I think he'll be okay, though. From the windshield of William Byron. No way of seeing this coming. Oh, monster impact. A grinding crash here. Look at the way Larson's car bounces off the wall. We'll end the day of Larson in Byron for sure. Keselowski will continue, but badly wounded. We'll take you back live now for the restart. Back live on lap 26 of 45. Appears to be some pit strategy employed here. Blaney, Kurt Busch, Stenhouse, Tift all took 2 tires only, and Jimmy Johnson, for whatever reason, for one reason or another, is a lap down. I did not know that. Well, Jimmy Johnson's a lap down with 4 tires. Maybe he'll unlap himself. I don't know, but the top 4 here have 2 tires. Everybody else, Castle and 87 took 2. So Kyle Busch has some work to do, but Kevin Harvick does too. As we go green, Johnson got a massive jump. Well, there's his lap back. And Busch and Harvick make no time. They waste no time at all getting to the bottom of their respective cars that were in front of them. Harvick passes Tift. He passes Stenhouse. He's going to take Truex with him. Martin Truex is going to be right on his bumper. Oh, look out, Harvick. He's almost sliding it into Stenhouse. He has to check up big time there. That's dangerous, and my God, what the hell? They didn't pit. Quite literally, what the hell has just happened? Oh my goodness, Alex Bowman's destroyed. That is huge championship implications for him. I wish I had an explanation for what in God's green earth just happened. They didn't pit. They stayed out and then pit the next lap. Alright, I'm not going to do a replay. We're just going to skip to the restart. That's dumb. Okay, so after the ensuing stupidity, things are back the way they should. Saw a long list of retirees there. Harvick in the lead. Truex in front of Kyle Busch. And everything basically goes as it was, except we are missing a certain Mr. Jimmy Johnson. Now, for whatever reason or another, they went a lap down. They must have made a green flag stop, I assume. And now they're back here in 23rd. So all of their teammates, perhaps to the happiness of Alex Bowman, this might protect his points lead, as Johnson will have 14 laps to make up as much ground as he can from restarting 23rd. So we'll see what happens. It'll be interesting. There's a lot of wounded cars in front of him, but it's good for Alex Bowman, because at this point I think Bowman might be able to hold on to the points lead after this race. He's got a lot of damage. Denny Hamlin could take over Johnson's spot. I'm just focusing on the top 3 in points right here. Hamlin's running up here. He's faster than Newman, faster than the 34, faster than DiBenedetto. But the big thing we'll be watching, I'll be in spectator view so we can catch a lot of things happening. Harvick, Truex, and Kyle Busch. Fastest cars of the day, specifically Harvick and Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch seems to be good on the short runs, but Harvick, I don't know what it is with that car that they've got it dialed into where it just doesn't lose speed. It is consistently a tenth faster each lap once we get into the longer runs, and there's enough laps here where I think they can take advantage of that. So, as we get ready for the restart, the pace car makes a hard left-hand turn. Green flag, 14 to go at New Hampshire. Harvick gets a great jump. So Hopefield dives down into turn 1. Almirola to the inside of Busch. That is huge for Busch. He's got pressure already. Almirola is actually going to get around Kyle Busch. Not for long, though. He's got help, or he's got trouble from behind. Busch getting eaten up. Here comes Clint Bowyer to his inside, and Kyle Busch's race is going up in flames right now. Still running good, but he had a shot at the win, but this is going to let Harvick possibly drive away. Stewart-Haas Racing has taken over this race, leading the race here with Harvick as it has been, but Bowyer and Almirola have both fought their ways into the top 5. That is absolutely huge. Oh, and there's a caution. The 87, huge damage to his car. Pace car is out. Not sure what would have happened. I'm the film just check out the way things are working. Hamlin was not able to make up ground like I thought he would. Barry Hill holding a good top 20 there. Pit strategy's working out for some of these guys. Johnson was able to get around a couple cars. Bowman still 22nd. Keselowski getting some cars back. But look at that. Oh my God, they wrecked under caution. Who is it? They hit Barry Hill. Hamlin and DiBenedetto with damage. What is going on? Man, this is the problem with NR2003. Okay, I think they'll be fine. There's not a lot of damage. And, oh God. What is you? I don't know what's happening right now. Don't run into him. Please stop. Oh my God. Whatever. Oh, and you stayed out. Alright, awesome. Anybody pit? Alright, we'll go look at what happened to Barry Hill. By the 87 standards, it was a solid 29th place run up until this happened. I think he drives it in way too hard and comes clean across. Oh no, the 23 got turned down. Oh my god. 23 got turned into him, and that's a race-ending impact if I've ever seen it. We'll go back to the restart now. Back live, the pace car's lights are off. We've got another 1 to green. Things are looking different this time. Kevin Harvick effectively in control of the race. Has led almost every lap here, Kyle Busch being the exception. Speaking of Kyle Busch, he's back in 5th now. He's got a wall of Stewart-Haas in front of him. Eric Jones there. Ryan Preece with an excellent run so far. Chase Elliott was struggling a little bit early, but he's fought his way to the top 10. There's Suarez, DiBenedetto, Newman holding on. Hamill was able to make up 1 spot. Look on further back in the field. There's Paul Menard. There's Johnson 21st. This is an important looking thing right here. 88 and the 48 here. Johnson now has, I want to say, 9 laps to make up all the ground he can. 8 laps, excuse me. He's got Hamlin all the way up here. Hamlin's got to make up ground. He's got to pass the guys in front of him. Bowman has to hang on. Points battle could tighten up. Harvick is going to tighten up to the rest of the field if he takes it home today. We'll see. Green flag to decide it all. 8 to go. Harvick gets a good jump on Truex. And we're going to see him here. Harvick gets through the center of the corner so much better. And look at that. The speed difference is insane. Harvick, a full 4 miles per hour faster out of the corner, just pulls away. That might be one of the most dialed-in race cars we've seen all season up until this point. Just able to pull away the way he is. Oh, contact back there in the back of the field. We've already got another caution. Stenhouse is out of it. Bowman has more damage. Oh, my goodness. The trouble continues for Bowman, and we can't seem to get a green flag lap in here. This race might end under caution because we're going to get another restart, but we might not even make it back around to finish the race. We'll take a look at the replay. Alex Bowman's nightmare continues. Stenhouse dives it in, slides up across his nose, and boom goes the dynamite. Stenhouse is done. Alex Bowman effectively done. Loses more ground. He might have the points lead because Johnson here has struggled to pass cars. Can't make his way up through the traffic at this track. But that is very bad for Alex Bowman. We'll go to the restart now. We are back live from what will be the final restart of the day. The field is on lap 42 of 45. Harvick will take the green flag with 3 to go. And we'll see if anybody has anything to say about Harvick dominating the race. Lots of retirees, only 26 cars still on track, many of those with damage. Alex Bowman being one of them is going to finish P27. That's huge for him. If Hamlin passes enough cars, Hamlin could take the points lead. It's going to be a lot. It's going to take a colossal effort. But I think more so the colossal effort will be Truex trying to get around Kevin Harvick as we come out of turn 4. Green flag. Harvick with another great jump. Bowyer with a great jump. And here we go. We are away for the final time in Loudon. Kyle Busch jumps under the inside of Eric Almirola. He will clear him. Well, not clear him, but he definitely gets the spot. Harvick down into turn 3. Not able to get away as much as he would have liked that time. Oh, look out. Contact between the 20 and the 10. They keep it clean. Harvick still out front. 2 to go this time. Truex doing whatever he can to hang on. I don't know if he'll be able to do it, unfortunately. They come out of the turn. Harvick with the better run off the corner. Down into turns 3 again. Truex slides up the track. Harvick gets a better drive off, and now white flag is out. Harvick has a gap. Bowyer to the inside of Truex. That could end the race for Truex. Bowyer is going to dive to the inside of Martin Truex Jr. Could it be a Stewart-Haas 1-2? They come out of the corner side by side. Kevin Harvick speeding down the backstretch as he has all race. No pressure from behind. Here he comes, Kevin Harvick. Out of the last turn, will take the victory. He absolutely dominated. It will be a Stewart-Haas 1-2. I can't say it was the most exhilarating finish, but man, Harvick did put on an incredible performance. Absolutely dominated the race. Started second, and after that, started in the second row. I think he started third. He took the lead early, and he absolutely ran away with it. Clint Boyer, we saw him early on outside the top 10. He spent the whole way slowly crawling his way up, and he's able to make it even sweeter for a Storehouse Racing 1-2. If we look even further back, Eric Almirola finishing 6th. Daniel Suarez finishing 8th. All 4 Storehouse cars inside the top 10. Excellent races for them. As we look at the final results, Kevin Harvick finishing 1st. Then goes Boyer, Truex, Jones, Kyle Busch. That's their first top 5 of the season, believe it or not. Things were looking up for them early on, but Kevin Harvick really took it, ran away. Don't overlook the fact that all 4 Joe Gibbs cars finished inside the top 10. Truex, Jones, and Kyle Busch rounding up top 5 for Joe Gibbs, and Hamlin squeezing in at P10. Paris 7th, great run for him. Chase Elliott 9th, the lone Hendrick driver. I honestly expected more the way they had speed. But Ryan Newman 11th, good for him. Logano 12th, quiet day. DiBenedetto, McDowell, Hemrick, beneficiaries of pit strategy, all score top 15s. Jeffrey Earnhardt 16th, and Jimmy Johnson finishing 17th was able to salvage some points out of the unfortunate luck. They were 33rd, 1 lap down at one point. So with limited time, not a bad comeback by them. But unfortunately, they will only gain 10 spots on Bowman, and they will lose 10 points on Bowman. They will lose 7 points to Hamlin. Hamlin could tie them or actually pass them in points. It's going to make the points battle definitely tightens up. That's all I know. Tift, Ty Dillon, Chris Buescher ran up top 21, I guess. Castle 22nd. Keselowski, a miserable day. From Bowman on back, it's just retirees. We see guys like Blaney. Man, their season took a nosedive starting from round 4. Stenhouse 28th. Kyle Larson and William Byron still struggling. Larson has had a terrible season so far. Real quick, hold on. Okay, we're back. Just have to pull the points up here. Yeah, so just take a couple looks at it. Kyle Larson, 21st, 1 top 5, 2 top 10s, but his 3rd DNF of the season. Points battle right here. Denny Hamlin will overtake Jimmy Johnson by 1 point. Johnson will gain 7 on Bowman, which means the points gap between the 48 and the 88 will shrink down to 15, which means it'll be Bowman, then Hamlin 14 points back, Johnson 15 points back. Eric Almirola will close it up with a good top 10 finish. Oh my goodness. Clint Boyer will close it up with a top 5 finish. Man, Truex, this points battle is about to be really tight between the top 6. It wouldn't surprise me if the 48 and the 11, 48 actually drops a few spots. The 14 moves up a few spots. Things are going to get crazy here. Round 7, it's a very tight battle between basically everybody you see in the top 6 right here. Byron will drop due to a poor day. Kyle Busch will jump due to a good day. Jones will jump due to a good day. Suarez will jump. Elliott will jump. Busch will drop. Larson will drop. Kevin Harvick, 2nd win of the season. 2nd win in a row. He gained 8 spots last week. He'll probably gain 6 or 7 more. Probably be in the playoffs after this one. So there's a little points run down. There are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was definitely a good race. Gone wreckfest. Nonetheless, it had everything. Entertaining. Big hits, side-by-side racing. Close calls. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And y'all have a good day. See you on the next one.